Welcome to Zephyr Yoga Inspiration. I offer these podcasts for free, and your support really does make a difference and is appreciated. To make a donation, please click the link in the episode description or visit zephyryoga.com. Welcome everyone to meditation class. In this practice, we're going to be focusing on Prana Vayu. Now, over the next few weeks, we're going to be discovering all about the Prana Vayus. Prana means vital energy, life force. Vayu means direction of energy, or the winds in which create these channels that carry prana within us. And there's 5 directions of energy of prana. There's the energy of Vayu, which is actually Prana Vayu, but we'll shorten it so we don't get confused. Vayu is the movement of receiving. It's the ingesting. It's that inward movement of your breath. And it's said to be the breath of inspiration because you're inspiring life within you. As you are born from your mother's womb, the first breath that you take is an inhale. So it's considered the breath of life. So it's that life force, that life-giving breath as you inhale. And you can feel that enter and lift and move you forward in time. There's also a breath, Apana Vayu, which is to do with outward movement of elimination, Samana Vayu of consolidation and concentration and absorption. We have Vyana Vayu, which is circulating that energy and radiating and distributing that life force around, as well as then the positive effects of all of these Vayus in harmony. We get Udana Vayu, which is this ascending energy. So this week we're going to be focusing on Prana Vayu. And this is that receiving of that fundamental energizing force of vital energy. So on the inhale pattern is the best way we can receive it. However, we receive prana through like nutrient-rich foods, water, the sunlight, as well as being around good company of people, reading, learning. We receive this life-giving energy. So we can open up our sensory experience using our senses to be of service and draw our attention on the inhale pattern, what it feels like as breath is received. Usually you'll feel it in your chest and around Anahata chakra, where we feel an expansive quality, a coolness, and this ability to create more space as we open up to receive this life-giving breath. However, we start to notice it's also felt in our eyes as we inhale. We receive that energy that stimulates our eyes, but also Ajna chakra, and creates a clear opening or pathway to transport sensory information into our mind. So Pranvayu is linked with your energy, it's linked with your speed, it's linked with your movement, but also linked to that vital quality of energy inside you. So as we heighten our sense to that life force, we want to receive more, drawing our focus and attention on the inhale pattern and noticing how it creates a certain sensation and quality of this wakefulness within us. However, there will be warning signs of too much pranvayu, too much of this inhale, too much of this life force, because it's said that the mind will experience being overstimulated and deranged, as well as one would suffer from craving as well as addictive impulses. Then there will be an experience in which we will battle with this restlessness and this kind of fidgeting in which we connect to a very hyperactive body. So that's usually a sign when there's too much. So we need to learn how to ground it or slow down the inhale pattern. So our meditation and our pranayama practice today is really to enhance and balance out the function of pranvayu, this inhaling pattern in which opens us to the body breathing and regulating the rate and flow in which we receive this vital force and boosting our energy and mental clarity. So we're going to be doing a pranayama technique to begin with, of Bhastrika pranayama for a minute. And a minute seems really short, but actually when you're in it, you'll notice that it becomes very powerful. And this is a way in which we traditionally use to dissolve anything that obstructs this prana from flowing and circulating, informing, and also creating healing. So we use Bhastrika pranayama, which is bellows breath, in which we do a strong inhale and exhale pattern. I'm going to add another tantric technique in which we'll create a mudra and a kriya in which we're going to twist to enhance our sensitivity to our central channel, the Sushumna Nadi, and start to increase that vitality and connection to that source in which we can rest in the center of ourself. So normally what we are experiencing in these kind of practices is that we create a lot of effort to give us an experience of being effortless. We create a lot of activity to give us access to being still. So we want this Vayu of being able to receive, but we'll notice with that physical movement of what we're going to do, the energetic stimulus, as well as the mental focus and concentration on the task at hand, will prepare us to focus our mind on the simplicity as we follow the prana pattern into more of a meditative state in which we remove ourselves as a distraction and we rest in that stillness, that effortlessness of being. So, if that sounds like a plan, I'm going to ask you to come to sit up. When we go into stillness, if you need to rest back, if you need to lie back, but ideally you're in a position in which you're sitting tall, you have a bit of a lumbar curve, so the diaphragm is open enough to be able to do this pranayama kriya practice. So give yourself this time just to close your eyes for a moment and allow awareness to descend in and around your body. And as you absorb that little preamble and focusing on the direction of energy of the inhale pattern, notice as you breathe through your nose the coolness. Sense it branching out into your lungs, filling your heart space. And at the same time, still be present of the physical shape of the body and sense the inhale pattern swelling, lifting. Sense an increase of energy, of light, of insight. And that heightenedness of awareness to what is being experienced. Now notice any blockages, any areas you find difficult to breathe in. You might find it difficult to finish your inhale, so you don't breathe fully. You might find it difficult to breathe in the back of the body, or down into the belly. Or you might find it difficult to really connect to the center of the chest, because you might observe any vulnerability, some hurt, maybe some pain or suffering present. Our practice is to remain open, curious, humble, and willing to be guided by Prana Vayu, this direction of energy of the inhale pattern, to explore our embodiment, to gain self-knowledge, to awaken to this power within us, encouraging us to find liberation as a result of practicing. So, you're going to now open your eyes so you can see me. You're going to interlace your hands. Now, interlacing the fingers, this is a mudra in a symbolic way in which you create this unshakable trust. The trust in your abilities, the trust of life as it is, but the trust in which you devote yourself to your practice, opening you to seek that liberation from that which causes you pain and suffering. Place your hands behind your head. Draw your elbows slightly forward, draw your shoulders back and down, and knit together your abdominals like you're trying to get into a tight pair of yoga trousers, and then zip up the zipper. With this, stabilizing from the lower ribs down, you're going to be twisting to the right on the inhale, twist to the left on the exhale, and feel the twist through the thoracic, the upper back, and the neck. So as you now press your head into your hands, knit together, draw your shoulders down. We're going to inhale quite strong to the right, exhale to the left, to the right, to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And continue as we start to find the rate in which we can breathe, that we can sustain. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You might need to go slower. You might be able to go faster, but find a way for the next 45 seconds to be able to maintain your connection and sense Bastrika, removing and clearing the obstacles in your lungs, the obstacles energetically that prevent this prana from flowing freely, sending its light of intelligence, its healing properties, and that clarity it brings. Inhale, exhale. Slow it down, exhale to the left. Inhale, place your hands down to your lap, either palms to face up or palms to face down. You discern where your hands need to be. And as the eyes rest closed, and you open to that constellation of sensation of life force tingling through you, feel that physical expression of consciousness in the form of vibration, pulsation, waves. And now for our first bit of our meditation practice, I'm going to ask you to shape your breath. So as you inhale, you might inhale and count to 4. Counting helps stabilize the mind. Or if that is too distracting, you can create an ujjayi breath sound, like you're whispering ha through the nose, and emphasizing a sound in which you can retain your attention to the inhale pattern as you connect to the energy you receive, and following Prana Vayu. As the inhale pattern creates a clear channel to receive prana, this life-giving energy. You may notice it as the breath enters about 2 inches away from your nose, traveling up the top of the nasal passage, through the Ajna chakra, down and branching out into your lungs, filling your heart. As the mind follows the inhale, notice how you open to the capacity to receive this vital energy. Notice how it lights you up, lights up the nasal passage, lights up the mind and body. Feel Prana Vayu animate as you breathe in. It flows down your limbs and at the same time stimulating your mind. Welcoming that enlivenness as you swell within. Welcome that light of intelligence to inspire you. And welcome your capacity for self-healing to amass as you inhale. As the mind follows the breath in, the breath influences the mind. Sense that deep relationship between the breath and the mind. As you shape your breath, you shape your mind. The inhale pattern express that exuberance of life force within. As you rest in that buoyancy of radiance felt. As you heighten your senses to this life force being received, connect to all life force, the prana in nature, the energy around you that is within you, that this is what connects you, that you are a part of everything and everything is a part of you. As you breathe in that birth of life, and as you rest in that fundamental essence of life inherent within you. Feel your ability to master your prana and sense that sovereignty over your embodiment as you gain the self-knowledge acquired in practice, gathering that increased expression of prana within you as you direct it to what matters to you most: your well-being, the joys expressed and experienced as you fall back in love, bathing in this light of awareness, this light felt in the heart and embodied. Breathe it all in. remaining still. Become aware of what is awake as the mind, body, and energy are at rest in this enduring calm. Sense that illuminated emptiness, that stillness, bathing in your life force. As you obtained a direct connection to this essential energy, allow awareness to descend in and around your body. Feel the body strong enough to harness this power, this driving force that you've acquired in practice to move, to think, and to express yourself today. As you sweetly smile, breathe in and celebrate your zest for life, your passion to show up, and breathe it all in. Sense that inhale pattern opening the channel and pathway to your potential. As you breathe in, fulfilling this potential, opening you to new possibilities and opportunities to explore your life, to fall back in love with life, and to start again. With another deep inhale, bend your elbows, place your hands together in front of your chest, and sweetly smile. Use these words as if they are your own. Let my life force be linked to my heart. Let my heart be linked to the truth within me. Let that truth be linked to the eternal. That eternal which is unending bliss that surrounds me, is within me, as me. Breathe in and sense that quiet mind, an open heart, and a strong, vital body. Open the eyes, lower your hands, and softly gaze, absorbing the residue of that practice. And taking that quality of awareness and feeling with you. I thank you. Namaste. If you would like to continue to practice, find out more information about the topics discussed, or to donate to this podcast, please visit zephyryoga.com or follow the link in the episode description. I thank you.